Hey, drmike.org here. Dr. Mike, DRMIKE.org. So I'm a social scientist. So what entices me to make this video right now, outside of realizing I need to have better selfie check before I go on, is I'm looking for advocates for the work. And what we're talking about is self-liberation, helping people get out of their stuck stories to reach their ideal potential and to really have the best, of everything, right? A great life plan in the works. So in that way that I observe, you could say society and how we contribute to community and achieve our, personal best, well, that's my work. So what I'm looking to do right now in finding advocates is people who sort of would share what I call the MVP, which is a course I'm going to start working today. It's a course in action. As you know, one of my mentors was Stephen Covey, who Dr. Covey wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. And, through the 90s, he kept tabs on me, and we would get together on occasion, and he would call just randomly, check in, amazing. And there was that kind of relationship among people who really made a difference and truly are influencers. So in my giving back, I'm looking for the next generation of influencers and how we can make this happen on an exponential level to give back and to make a difference in society. So these XQ, I'm calling it this expression, it's a quotient like IQ and EQ. And, people debate back and forth, your intelligence quotient or your emotional quotient, IQ versus EQ. And I say, why don't we just merge them like left and right brain? It's got to be whole brain. And the expression of this is the XQ. That's a book that's waiting to be written because we're talking about not only our creative potential, but just reaching sort of the heights. You could take Maslow's pyramid of self-actualization, but he actually wrote about transcendence and going beyond. So that's reflective of my work. So we could spark a self-liberation movement, a friendship, fellowship, inspire community conversations on a conscious level that really does make a difference, tackling social issues and supporting each other in the way of our life's journey together, right? So there's more of this, right? And that's why the idea of creating an influencer, mastermind, which we'll call influential leader. So that training would be something that we could offer as a high level, sort of heightened sense course and coaching and a mastermind. So these are the things that we're talking about here. So we're going to launch a summit called yourbrandimage.com, and that will talk about all this, and we'll bring in different experts, coaches, say influencer experts and leaders in this regard from all channels and capacities and niches, industry, to explain it, as well as, agency managers and people who are experts in advertising and PR, digital marketing, right? And how we project this image, which is my writing for another book opportunity, igoresearch.com. I've just named the selfie of the mind, the ego. That's where I go in my imagination and think of myself. And it's amazing that throughout our history, it's never been quite identified other than the self imagining the self. Well, what is this action? Made me curious. And from a phenomenology point of view, which is basically examining the structures of our experience, how do we accentuate it so we become a bit more enlightened? Well, that's what the work is about. All right, I'm drmike.org. Check it out, refer me. I'm looking for advocates, someone to take up the challenge, whether they're a community leader, they want to be, influencer, or they already are of influence but want to take it to the next level. This is the work that I'm offering and how we can come together and accentuate our effectiveness and our ability to influence community in a creative, whole brain, loving, dynamic way that takes in full consideration of what is needed right now. Again, drmike.org. Thank you. For more of my writing and books, you can go to grandtourideas.com. I had to throw that in. grandtourideas.com.